Have you ever felt a sudden thought pop into your mind, only to realize someone somewhere is thinking of you too? That quiet nudge in your heart, that unexplained smile, that moment you feel seen without a word being said, it's not just coincidence. There are invisible threads connecting us, little signs that someone's mind drifts to you, even when you're not around. Today, we'll uncover the hidden ways people show they're thinking of you, signals you might have been missing all along. Watch till the end, because the truth will surprise you, touch your heart, and maybe even change how you see every connection in your life. Comment below where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe for more heartfelt insights. Have you ever noticed the little things people do when they're thinking of you? It's rarely the grand gestures, the flowers, the dramatic declarations, but the quiet, almost invisible signs that reveal their attention. A text that comes at the exact moment you were thinking about someone, a call out of the blue, or a message that simply says, "I saw this and thought of you." These moments are more than coincidence. They're the echoes of someone's mind reaching toward yours. Humans by nature are wired to notice what they value. Our brains are constantly making connections, storing memories, and sending signals that often manifest in these small acts. When someone remembers the way you take your coffee, recalls a story you once told in passing, or mentions something you casually said weeks ago, it's a subtle but powerful indicator they've been thinking of you, holding your presence in their mind. It's a gentle, almost unconscious acknowledgement, yet profoundly intimate. What's fascinating is that these subtle cues are rarely planned. They are spontaneous reflections of the mind's attention, tiny windows into a person's internal world. Think of it like a whisper across space and time. While the world rushes around us, their thoughts pause and orbit around you. It's a delicate interplay between awareness and affection, a quiet signal that you occupy a meaningful place in someone's life. We often overlook these gestures because they don't demand immediate action or recognition. But if you pause and observe carefully, you begin to notice patterns, a rhythm in their attention. There's a reason why we feel warmth when someone reaches out unexpectedly, or why a simple "I remembered you today" can linger in our minds for hours. These small signals are the footprints of thought, subtle markers that someone's mind is engaging with yours, even when distance or silence separates you. Understanding this can change the way we perceive relationships. It teaches us to value the unseen, to recognize that care isn't always loud or visible. Emotional intelligence allows us to perceive these understated expressions, to meet them with the same attentiveness and respect they were given. And when we do, we cultivate deeper connections, ones rooted not in grandiosity, but in genuine thoughtfulness. So next time a message pops up or a memory is mentioned in passing, don't dismiss it as coincidence. It's a signal, a quiet but powerful reminder that someone's mind has paused to find you, even if only for a moment. These subtle acts are the threads weaving human connection, invisible yet incredibly strong. And if we take the time to notice, to honor them, we start seeing not just the world around us, but the people in it in a profoundly different light. Because ultimately, the smallest gestures often carry the greatest weight. Have you ever noticed how someone seems to appear in your life at just the right moments, almost like the universe is nudging you? It's not always intentional or obvious. Sometimes it's a comment on social media, a friend mentioning your name in passing, or even bumping into them in a place that seems completely random. These aren't mere coincidences. When someone consistently finds a way into your experiences in ways that feel unexpected, it is a subtle sign they are thinking of you, even when you aren't aware. There's a profound psychology behind this. Human attention is not scattered equally. We spend our energy and focus on things and people that matter to us. When someone consistently pops up in your world, it reflects a pattern of thought. Their mind drifts toward you during moments that might seem ordinary, but to them it's significant. They remember details, they anticipate your reactions, and they carve out mental space just for you. It's the quiet proof that you occupy more than a fleeting thought in their life. You occupy a consistent place in their consciousness. It's also deeply philosophical. Life, in its chaos, rarely aligns perfectly. Yet, when someone appears consistently in your life, it signals intention, even if subtle. They are threading themselves into the tapestry of your experiences, weaving connections that go unnoticed on the surface, but feel undeniable when reflected upon. This is not manipulation or calculation. It's the natural inclination of a mind engaged with another, a presence that transcends physical proximity. Even in silence, their attention leaves traces, marks that echo in your experiences. We often overlook these signs because we expect grand gestures. We measure care in volumes rather than consistency, but true attention, the kind that matters, reveals itself quietly, repeatedly, and sometimes unexpectedly. A shared meme that made them think of you, a random check-in, or the uncanny timing of a call. These are all reflections of thoughtfulness, evidence that someone is mentally and emotionally present in your life. It's subtle, yes, but it is also deeply revealing. Recognizing this requires awareness and mindfulness. It asks us to step back, to notice patterns, and to honor the seemingly small occurrences that carry weight. By appreciating the consistent ways people show up, we cultivate gratitude and understanding, and we begin to see relationships in a richer, more layered way. So, next time someone crosses your path, not once but repeatedly, in ways that feel unexpected or perfectly timed, pause. Reflect on it, acknowledge it. These consistent touches, small as they may seem, are evidence that you matter in someone's inner world. Presence, after all, is not just about being seen. It's about being remembered, valued, and woven into the living pattern of someone's thoughts. Because in a world full of noise and distraction, consistency is one of the clearest signals that someone is truly thinking of you. Have you ever felt it before, that quiet sense that someone is thinking about you, even when you haven't heard from them in days? It's almost instinctual, a subtle shift in your own awareness that seems to echo another's presence. This is the realm of emotional resonance, the way someone's thoughts and feelings ripple outward, reaching you without words, without physical presence. It's not magic, it's a profound interplay of human consciousness, intuition, and connection. When someone is thinking of you, it often manifests in ways that touch your emotions before your mind fully understands what is happening. We are wired for connection. Neuroscience shows us that human brains are deeply attuned to the emotional states of others. Mirror neurons fire when we observe someone's actions or even imagine their experiences, creating empathy and understanding without direct interaction. When someone carries thoughts of you in their mind, these signals often find their way back to you in subtle ways, a remembered detail, a pattern of behavior, or an intuitive sense of their attention. You feel noticed in moments you didn't expect, understood without explanation, and valued in ways that go beyond surface gestures. This kind of resonance creates a delicate but undeniable energy between people. It's not always loud or obvious. In fact, it often whispers rather than shouts. You might find yourself smiling at a thought, remembering an interaction, or sensing a connection just out of reach. These are the echoes of someone's mind meeting yours. And when you pay attention to these cues, you start to notice the depth of human attention, the way someone can care without saying a word, can think without revealing, and can reach out emotionally, even from a distance. There's a philosophical beauty in this as well. It reminds us that relationships are not only built on actions or words, but also on presence, awareness, and subtle attunement. Emotional resonance is the invisible thread that ties people together, a testament to the mind's ability to hold someone in thought, even when the world moves on. It challenges us to notice, to reflect, and to value the unseen dimensions of connection. We begin to understand that being thought of is more than a gesture. It's a shared energy, a bond that transcends immediate interaction. The power of intuition in this process cannot be overstated. Often, we sense someone thinking of us before we receive any tangible signal. It's that inner knowing, the quiet pull in your heart, the sudden memory or image that feels alive. Trusting these feelings allows us to engage more fully with relationships, to honor the subtle communication that often goes unnoticed. When we act on these intuitive signals, we respond not only to what is visible, but to what is deeply present, creating a richer, more meaningful connection. So, take a moment to listen to these feelings, to notice the subtle ways people reach you emotionally. Pay attention to the quiet, the unexpected, the resonance that cannot be explained in words. Because ultimately, the people who think of us, who carry us in their minds and hearts, leave traces in our lives that are invisible but unforgettable. They remind us that connection is more than proximity. It's presence, attention, and emotional intimacy. And in recognizing this, we learn not only to see others more deeply, but also to cherish the invisible bonds that make life profoundly meaningful.